Hello and welcome to this edition of Hornet Pride. My name is Robert Buskirk and I have the privilege of serving this community as superintendent. Today we are going to talk about how some of the diversity and equity is celebrated throughout the year here in Monroe. And we're going to start with our first guest, Mrs. Costello, our gifted intervention specialist, who did some special projects with our students this past month, which was Black History Month. So welcome.
Thank you.
If you want to take
nice
a
to
minute,
meet you today.
take a couple minutes to share some of the projects that your 5th and 3rd graders did.
Okay, so with our 3rd graders this year, we were celebrating Black History Month. So we started out with reading a few stories throughout the month from these 5 bold freedom fighters, people who stood up and spoke for what they thought was important at that time period in history. And then we like to bring it into being a little more pertaining to their world today. So we also read the book Say Something, talking about 2 students that whatever your creativity might be, singing, poems, songs, whatever, making a sign, that they would speak up and say something. And then students chose something in the world that they thought was important, and they made a poster about those, like Save the Earth or Save the Whales or Be Kind to Everyone, and we displayed those posters in the hallway. So that was our 3rd grade project. And in 5th grade, we did a number of them, but one that was very, that they really liked was this book called When the Beat Was Born. Again, we like to relate these lessons when we can to topics that are important to them today. So this was the invention of hip hop music and breakdancing. So the students read about this famous African-American, DJ Kool Herc, and then they made 1-pagers as group projects where they expressed their own creativity, giving the information in the book. So this was a favorite project of our 5th graders.
That's just a couple examples here that they did during last month, during Black History Month, and I appreciate you for joining me today.
I appreciate you giving us a chance to show off our students' work.
Awesome. Another way our school district celebrates diversity is through our Multicultural Club. Today I have the one and only Mr. Dwayne Terry, who is the advisor for the Multicultural Club. Welcome, Mr. Terry.
How you doing, Mr. Buskirk? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
As always, sir.
So tell us a little bit about the Multicultural Club and what it does here at Monroe High School.
Multicultural Club was started. We had some things going on. We talked about some better understanding of each other as people and as a school to make our school better. So Miss Sims come to me, she said, Mr. Terry, I want to do a Multicultural Club. And I said, that's a great idea. She said, can you help us and advise? I was like, I would love to do that. I think if we understand each other more from where we came from, our race, our religion, our creed, that we'll be better as people and understand us better, and the school will be a better place for our students to go to. Yeah. That was the big thing about starting this.
Yeah, and I want to thank you. I know you do a lot of work working with all of our kids to really make sure that they understand the differences and really work to get along here and make this Monroe High School a great place.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Buskirk. And I want to thank you because I've been here going on 10 years now, and I see you more than anything I've ever seen in my life. And that is great because it lets us know that you're in it with us, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you guys for joining us. We've got 2 founding members of the Multicultural Club with us now, and they're going to tell us a little bit more about the club. So, Ms. Sims, tell us a little bit about how it started and how it's grown over the years.
Well, last year I was in my AP government class, and my AP teacher brought up how we should have had a club that goes over different cultures and stuff like that, and how it would help prevent microaggressions to our peers. And I always wanted to start a club, so that was kind of my excuse to start a club. And the main focus of the club was to create more empathy with our peers instead of sympathy, to avoid apathy, as we like to say, is our main goal.
Great. And so now that it's started up and has some more members, what kind of activities do you guys do?
Well, the Multicultural Club has done various activities in order to enrich the cultural diversity at our school, as well as shedding a light on more of different cultures and different topics that may be keen to some of our niche group of students. Starting with Black History Month is one of the things that we start the year with, and we decided to make a slideshow of various Black leaders and people who are just influential in the Black history movement. We also created a playlist for students and everyone to listen to that voiced a lot of just influential and powerful Black artists. We have also done various things, including Hispanic Heritage Month and learning more about that culture as well. Most recently, we have learned about Holi and Ramadan for those students, and we created a Kahoot and we played with our fellow club members, and we had some prizes going on just to incorporate more of diversity. We have also did a Women's History Month crossword puzzle, which was an extreme hit from our students. We make sure that each one of our students feels welcome and a place they can come to at the Multicultural Club.
Well, great. You guys have done a lot in a short amount of time, and I know I appreciate it, and the other students here at Monroe High School appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you again, and go Hornets.